Welcome back, everyone. Today for you I have a great how-to video, and it just so happens to be on one of our mobile rigs that my wife and I are in the middle of outfitting. So I wanted to share some of the steps along the way. If you want to see more about this building of our rig for our mobile business, let me know in the comments and I can definitely make that happen. Today I'm going to show you how to deal with sun-faded paint, specifically from several years old decals that were on this, as well as the proper way to debadge the back of this van. This is a 2016 Ford Transit 250 mid-roof, and it was originally from Florida and South Carolina, southeastern US for those of you not in the US, and that is Lulu, our 8-week-old Bernedoodle, Bernese Mountain Dog, and full-size poodle. Jumping right into it, we're first going to debadge everything, and we'll first try the cheap route. Turtle wax, label, and sticker remover, available in the video description. Also available at your local parts or big box store. You also need some decent tape and some plastic trim or pry tools with a thin but strong edge. Mask around the emblem you want to remove, and gently pry against the tape to remove it. If you're having a tough time, you can try doing this either in direct sunlight, using a heat gun to soften the adhesive, or spraying it with adhesive remover to do the same and then try removing. So next we're going to use our plastic razor blades and our adhesive remover, still using turtle wax here, to try to remove as much as possible before moving on to the next step. So letting the adhesive remover sit for a few minutes, it won't really hurt anything, but I would tape off any bare plastic trim as it can discolor the trim. I'm not worried about the bumper below the emblems on this van because I'll be replacing it later in this video, because the original owner of this van couldn't back a trailer to save his life, and he did a number. But anyway, this adhesive was very dried out and it's pretty tough. So now I'm going to try the 3M adhesive remover. This comes in a metal can as a liquid or as an aerosol can. Neither of which are cheap. The aerosol is something like $20 and the liquid is about $50, but it does last for a long time. We use it in our shop for removing paint protection film, and it has been outstanding. So therefore it translates into working on emblems very well too. But make sure you wear gloves when using the 3M stuff, because it is pretty powerful stuff. It'll dry out your skin. It can mess with your fingertips. Like, it's some nasty stuff, so be careful with that. So you can see the 3M adhesive remover is working way better than the turtle wax, but the turtle wax would still get it done if you're on a budget. It's just going to take you a little longer. Not to worry about the outlines and some other things like that, that will polish out. So as long as you got the majority of the adhesive removed, you're golden. So we have one more to debadge here, and it's the old dealership Ford. Looks like Sam Galloway Ford in Fort Myers, Florida, on the southwestern coast of Florida. Also going to use 3M adhesive remover here. Very old and dried out, didn't want to come off easily, so just take your time and you'll get it off. One last one, the temporary plates from the state of Illinois. The dealership put it on with, looks like Scotch tape, so hopefully that all comes off very easily. And I did just use the turtle wax adhesive remover for this. Worked no problem. Now we get to the fun part, the polishing. So if you followed any of my previous videos, we're going to use the Popo Man cordless polisher. It's one of the well-liked cordless polishers in my comparison test. We're using a Rupes 6-inch, or it's a 5-inch backing plate, coarse pad it's previously used. And the compound we're using is Shine Supply Chop Top. This is a diminishing compound. So if you have the right kind of paint and you can finish it down almost perfectly just using one step, you wouldn't finish it with a blue pad, a coarse pad. However, we're still going to two-step this. So pad's already primed. Polish away. Look at how quickly that goes away. Using kind of moderate pressure, you can see just the spot where I've polished, it's so much whiter and brighter than the rest of the van. This van has been washed, been clay barred, everything, and it still had this fade and kind of dinginess from it. And I'm sure this van has spent most of its, if not all of its life outside. So I'm just showing you in real time. I'm not speeding this video up, this part of the video, just so you can see how quickly it actually happens. You can use the door on the right of the video that you see there. You can see that for comparison of how dark and dingy it looked. It did have a label above the door handle there. It said, warning, this vehicle equipped with GPS tracking and all that. And as far as I know, it didn't have that. Now we're just going to finish out the back with the coarse polishing step, compounding, and we will see how it looks when we're done. Just showing you here sort of the after from the compounding step. It did have some pretty deep scratches, and that's where paint is actually missing. So if we wanted to, we could touch those up. This is a work van. I'm not going to do that. Whoever removed the decals originally, it looked like they used a sharp blade or something like that, sharp razor blade to remove it. So looking much better, you can see compared to the right door, which it's almost, darker looking. So here is the rest of it. Now switching over to my DeWalt cordless polisher, letting my Popo Man charge. I still didn't have a second battery for that polisher, which I need to get. The right side of the door above the Ford emblem had a lot of damage. Looked like someone really went at it with a razor blade or something. We're going to just hit it with the blue pad, the coarse pad here, with Shine Supply Chop Top again and see how much better we can get. I suspect with as deep as those are, it's not going to come completely out, but it may look a little bit better. We'd have to throw some touch-up paint in there, sand it smooth to really get it perfect. But again, this is a work vehicle. It's going to get other scratches and dings and everything else, so I'm not too concerned about it. So now after you hit it with this, then what we'll do is we'll take the Rupes Fine pad, which is the yellow pad, and the Rupes Fine Polish as our finishing polish for this. And then, of course, put on your favorite ceramic coating, sealant, or wax. In this instance, we're not doing that yet because we have decals and everything to apply, but wanted to show you the before and after here. So here's the after of just a couple minutes of the Rupes course with Shine Supply Chop Top. So you can see it didn't get the very deep stuff out, but it's way better than it looked before. The stuff on the top, not going to come out very, very deep down to the paint and primer. And continuing on, we're just checking everything here with a scan grip light, handheld. You can see that there are some defects and a little bit of haziness. As you look close, you can kind of see the marring left from the coarse pad. So that will go away when we finish it here. You can see the difference in the two lights too. The one with the 6 or 7 bulbs there, that's a Milwaukee 18 volt tripod style, and the other one is my scan grip. So now we're going to use the Rupes fine polish along with a Rupes fine pad and a high GSM, which is grams per square meter, microfiber towel, plush and soft, using the DeWalt cordless again. I don't believe it's set up all the way to the highest speed. You just need kind of moderate pressure, nothing heavy. Let the machine do the work. The cutting stage did the majority of the work, so you shouldn't have to do a whole lot here to get the desired result. You're just basically removing the micro marring. You're not removing any heavy defects. And I am checking it again here with my scan grip. Any of the haze you see may be from the polish. So before you do any application for waxes, sealants, coatings, you're going to prep it with isopropyl alcohol diluted or some other panel prep. Just easy motions back and forth, up and down until you achieve your desired result. Not trying to get it 100% perfect here, but trying to get it pretty close. You can see the difference between the two. I didn't get very good shots there, but the haziness you see, that's just residue from the polish. And there is the final result. Blurred out my phone number because I don't want everybody calling the mobile detail van. And we have room on the right. We have a gigantic QR code that's going to go there, so sitting in traffic, people can take a picture of it and get on the schedule. So thank you again, guys. If you want to see more on the detail rig, just let me know in the comments and we can definitely do that. Appreciate it. See you soon.